Her range, her three-point shooting overall, her flair for testing her range every night and knowing that the other team's going to try to take it away. And she's fearless.
Imagine facing a flurry of hard fouls and rough play after becoming the most talked about rookie in WNBA history. For now, that is Clark's reality. The best part is that Stephen Curry, the golden boy of the NBA, will be filling in. What is Curry's opinion on the matter, and why is Clark's treatment making such a stir? Now, let's talk about Clark's journey and take a brief look back. Not just any rookie is being discussed here. After a stunning college record that stunned everyone, Clark joined the WNBA.
Her range, her three-point shooting overall, her flair for testing her range every night and knowing that the other team's going to try to take it away. And she's fearless. It's always a threat. Biggest thing is how she balances that and her playmaking ability.
She averaged 31.9 points, 8.9 assists, and 7.3 rebounds per game in her last campaign. And don't overlook those 6 triple-doubles. Clark was not just playing the game, she was rewriting it. The interesting part starts at this point. Though Clark anticipated continuing her reign of terror when she joined the WNBA, reality soon set in. Clark's new team, the Indiana Fever, struggled from the start and ended with a 2-8 record. That is a true wake-up call. Clark is discovering how different the professional game can be from college in this real world. Maybe you're thinking, what's the big deal? Every beginner has to overcome challenges. That's accurate, but Clark's situation is considerably different. The play she's physically engaged in, it's a different level. We're not talking about a little bump here and there. In the most aggressive, welcome to the big leagues kind of way, this is physical.
The flair, like, she's a performer. It's crazy though, just because her shot is like that, it's at that level. If you really watch, like, her floor game is as impressive. So, but watch when she plays, where she's shooting from, the range, the confidence.
Remember that game against the Dream? The foul on Clark by Kennedy Carter had everyone talking. It was a challenging task as well as a statement. What's the lesson learned? The WNBA isn't treating anyone like royalty, not even for a standout college player like Clark. One would assume that the league would step in at this point, wouldn't you? Protect their recently acquired elite player. Here's where things get a lot more complicated. The coach, Christy Sides, isn't happy, and she won't take it anymore. Sides publicly expressed her concerns in response to Carter's critical comment. She's slamming the WNBA, saying they're not doing enough to protect Clark. The startling thing is, despite everything, Clark keeps proving why she was chosen first overall. She leads all rookies in points and assists. The girl's game is undeniable. She is a strong contender for Rookie of the Year in spite of all of these setbacks. So what is actually going on here? Is this the usual rookie hazing, or is something more going on here? Clark is not your typical novice. She can change the dynamic of the league entirely. Her Nike contract is worth nearly twice the yearly salary of all players in the WNBA. That is not just breaking the mold, that is shattering it. It transcends financial gain. Clark's arrival has already changed the game. Attendance is increasing and games are selling out. In a manner never seen before, she is bringing the WNBA to the attention of the public. But that attention also comes with pressure, and not everyone enjoys that. Coach Sides is getting hot as well. Fans and observers are questioning her decisions, especially when it comes to player rotations and timeouts. With the league as a whole under scrutiny, Clark appears to be at the center of it all. The elephant in the room is the controversial topic of Clark's treatment in the WNBA. Let's talk about it. There are numerous small cuts and bruises on this person. People are talking because of some very intense physical play going on here. Again, remember that game against the Atlanta Dream. Kennedy Carter delivered a blow to Clark that was anything but dreamlike. It was tough, demanding, and sent a clear and loud message: rookie, welcome to the major league. The issue is, this extends beyond a particular play or foul. It is related to an expanding pattern. Clark is dealing with a lot of physicality, and the league is taking notice. And it's not just fans who are watching. Coach Christy Sides doesn't hold back when she speaks. Sides took aim at the WNBA directly on Twitter. WNBA, this is unacceptable, she tweeted. When will the ongoing complaints be taken seriously? Action needs to be done. That goes beyond an athlete's coach standing up for them. That is an appeal to the league to take a different tack in these circumstances. However, the WNBA's crisis goes far beyond the court. It's a problem on par with Clark. It's upending the basic economic structure of the league. Let's talk about that game changer again. The value of Clark's Nike contract is nearly double the WNBA's annual salary. Let that take a while to register. This is not just about busting the bank, it's about rewriting the entire financial rule book. Clark is not an amateur, she is a walking, talking, shooting, non-verbal economic force. And that's causing quite a stir in a league where player compensation has long been a divisive topic. Do we think this will be a good thing for the WNBA? Is it adverse? Actually, it's not quite that easy. Clark is on the one hand getting richer and more famous than ever, but in an irreversible way, it's also bringing the league's income inequality to light. Okay, so she has an impact that extends beyond the bank account and on-field results. Her influence on the game goes far beyond the bank or the court. The number of viewers has skyrocketed since Clark joined the league. People who had never watched a WNBA game before are suddenly getting interested in them. Why? Given that Clark has made it into a must-watch show on television, this newcomer is not just playing the game, she is changing people's perceptions. Along the way, she's drawing in new fans, boosting the sport's profile, and yes, even stirring up some controversy. But with all this attention also comes pressure. Not everyone has been a fan of the Clark effect. Some veterans might experience marginalization. Under the spotlight, some coaches might get hot under the collar. And the league itself, it is caught between protecting its new hero and maintaining the integrity of the game. Former NBA player Matt Barnes offered his thoughts on the situation, saying, "Y'all are supposed to protect the asset, protect the star. But is the WNBA's purpose to do that? Is Clark deserving of special consideration simply because she attracts a lot of money and viewers?" The league is currently discussing these questions. There are also no simple solutions. This isn't just about one player or one campaign. It has to do with the WNBA's future. Let's go back to the historic play made by Stephen Curry. Why is his voice so crucial in this specific scenario? It's that easy. Curry's remarks are taken seriously by the basketball community. He is not just any athlete, rather he is a superstar, a legend, a game changer, and someone who has elevated the bar for what can be achieved in basketball. He is currently using his influence to support rookies and Caitlin throughout the WNBA. Curry's support extends beyond words of comfort. It calls attention to a serious issue. He is calling attention to Clark's harsh treatment in a way that makes it impossible to ignore. This is now involving more than one person. It has to do with how the WNBA manages its young players, especially those who make an entrance like Clark does. Think about it. If Curry's comments have the ability to influence how people watch and participate in the NBA, just think of what it could mean for the WNBA. His involvement could be the catalyst for a major shift in the league. We're talking about potential adjustments to the way that games are called, how rookies are protected, and even how the general public views women's basketball. Curry's impact goes beyond managing players. His support of Clark is highlighting the incredible talent within the WNBA. Not only is he saying that Clark deserves better treatment, he's also saying that she's an excellent player all around. That kind of recognition from a former NBA player, it is really worth a lot. It could change how sponsors, fans, and even other NBA players view the WNBA. Now let's talk about the cascading effects. The way that Curry shielded Clark could have a domino effect on teams in both leagues. By imitating him, other NBA players might choose to advocate for WNBA players. This could lead to more spotlight sharing, cooperative projects, and increased cooperation amongst the leagues. And that means more money, more supporters, and more eyes on the WNBA. It's more than just publicity. It's possible that Curry's comments will change league rules. It might be necessary for the WNBA to reconsider how it protects its players, especially well-known rookies like Clark. The officiating, the foul system, and the penalties for excessively rough play may all be modified. The league may even implement new rules to ensure that each player is treated equally. It is important to consider the impact on how players are treated. If other WNBA players see Curry standing up for Clark, they might feel more comfortable sharing their own stories. This could lead to a more open conversation about player safety and treating everyone fairly. Preserving the stars is not the only objective. Another is to level the playing field for all participants. With Curry's support, the public's perception of the WNBA may change. Given his stature, shouldn't everyone else take the league seriously as well? This could lead to increased funding for for the league, increased respect for women's basketball, and increased media attention. What we are talking about here is a shift in culture, not just a change in how one person is treated. Steph Curry offers more to the WNBA than just defending Clark. It entails pushing for changes to basketball in general. He is promoting respect and acknowledgement for all players who play exceptional basketball by using his position. That's a powerful message that might alter our perception of the game. Please share your thoughts in the comments section. In order to stay up to date on everything from women's basketball to other topics, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Let's go!